Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. Uh, there are various blockchains available. Okay, but currently my work is actually going on something called Eternity blockchain. Eter- Eternity blockchain. So, I will just use its example to for our demonstration. And I found this tool, a lab.re, uh, for to play around with the Eternity blockchain. And there are, I am just looking for one more thing. Block Explorer. Yeah, I guess we need to go on a testnet. Yeah. Okay. So, on the left hand side, so this is the app. Okay, and this app acts as a wallet kind of thing, just to demonstrate. And usually you won't see all of this when you have a real wallet. You can try out downloading a real wallet also in your mobile phone or anywhere. But this apps has a very low level details of what transaction, how transaction is formed, and what are the parameters in the transaction. So which is why this app is useful. So let's say I have this person A, maybe I'll call him Alice in the Wonderland, and this is Bob. So what I'm trying to do is, so Alice will generate a key pair. Okay, similarly Bob will generate a key pair for himself. Now these both guys wants to send money to each other, right? But in order to send money, just by creating key pairs you won't have a money, right? So assume that, think in this way, like when you just went to bank and create your account, you would not have money. Somewhere somebody has to put the money in. So maybe you will ask someone to put some money in, right? So similarly, at this point of time, nobody has any money, so they cannot transfer anything. So normally these blockchain networks, what they do is, like it started by an organization, and then people start connecting to the network, right? So what they do is, like, they will have a test net also. So what I'm trying to say is, like, uh, there will be a main network, and there will be a test network. The main network is where uh, the value of cryptocurrency and the real thing will be going on. And then they will have a test network also for people to just try out if they don't want to lose money, because this is a new thing, right? They cannot you cannot go on the main network and try out things, because otherwise you will end up losing your money. So they have done this thing called a test network also. Every blockchain network will have this, so that people can come and try it out. And test network is not like very persistent or anything. It will be maybe run by centralized entity itself, like 3-4 nodes will run, but it will give you the full picture of real network itself. So first somebody has to give some money to him, to this guy, so that he will have some money to transfer it to Bob. Okay, so there is a application, faucet application, where if you go and just do this pop-up top up, then this application gives you 5 eternity coin just to play around. Okay, so now this Alice has 5 eternity coin with her. Now she can send money to Bob. So let's say what she can do. So in order to send money to Bob, what Alice need is Bob's public key, because the public key is public information and is known to everyone, and private key is known to only their respective parties. So Alice will take his private public key, and maybe go to the build transaction tab. Here she will sender. So who is sender? Receiver is Bob. Sender, take the sender here, and let's say amount is 2. So by the way guys, there is one more thing. This AE is a larger denomination, and 8 is a very smaller denomination, just like you have rupee and paisa, right? So 8 is a very small denomination. I think there the denomination is still 18 digits, 18 decimals. So we can say that, okay, let's transfer 100 8 to Bob, and this payload thing you can put it blank. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to build the transaction. So what this building transaction means is uh, just trying to make the transaction, like who is sending to whom. And when you try to send the transaction, you send it in some format, and this is the format that you look. You will not see all of this when you actually do the transaction. And the reason I am showing it to you, because you should know what is going behind the scene. So this is how a transaction looks like. Now if you decode this transaction, you will know that what is there. For example, there is a tab here. You can just paste the raw transaction, and sorry, so you can go here, and so look at this, right here. You can you know the sender ID. So this is a JSON. You know the sender ID, you know the recipient ID, you know the amount, and the concept of fee is also there. Why do we need fee? Because we want to incentivize the people who are running the network. So those nodes are because you are Alice and Bob is not running any network, right? He's not running any node. So which is why they need to give some fee, but this fee will be very small, and it's not as compared to the real world transaction fees. It will be very small. So what I'm trying to say is, like, till this point of time, Alice has not interacted to blockchain. She just formed the transaction and keep it, and she kept herself. Now it is good that she formed the transaction, but then she has to sign the transaction, sign this message. It will be more clear, the concept of digital signature and signing message, in the tomorrow session. But just understand that she needs to prove that 100 8 which she is trying to send to someone is it belongs to her. And the way she proves it, by using her private key. So let's take her private key and put it here. Sorry, private key. And also this application needs a public key, but then the public key is not mandatory. Okay, now let's sign the transaction. Why did we sign the transaction? Because uh, she needs to prove to the network that the money which she is transferring is belongs to her, and she is the only owner of that money. Now you can take this signed transaction again, and if you want, you can decode and see the signature is there or not. Even that is possible. So let's decode it. So now you have decoded, right? The signature will be in the form of buffer data. So it looks something like this, the buffer data. So now you see that, right? There is a extra thing got added, which is signature, because she signed it. Anyways, by the way, you can also check by properly parsing it on the JSON formatter and all that. Anyway, so let's have the signed message. Now the signed message is formed, and now what she can do, she can come here and paste the signed message. Now when I click the submit button, this is the time when first time she interacts with the blockchain. And before that, she was just forming the message, right, that I am sending 100 or 1000 ATOs to Bob. Okay, she was just forming the transaction outside the network. Now, when I press this submit button, I will just check all of this. Then, okay, some problem cannot read replace undefine. 1 second, some issue is there. I think I did some mistake. 1 second. Let me go and build the transaction. 1 second. Okay. Sender is this, receiver is this. Okay, build the transaction. Okay, it needs raw transaction. Oh, understood what it is doing. So I guess this is in this, even in this step the private key is there, right? So it just need raw transaction, not the signed transaction. So you send this raw transaction to him, and also the public key will be used to sign the message and then submit to the blockchain. So that two steps is happening like clubbed together. However, it should not be like that, but anyway. So now let's try to submit. Now why it is taking time, let's understand that. So when she submits the transaction to the network, all the network is a huge, right? I mean, as I learned after talking to the 880 guys, that there are 14,000 nodes are running into their network. So the network is huge. So all of these nodes has to be synced. So that will take time because network propagation takes time, right? And then there is also something called the concept of consensus, which we will discuss in the deep dive session. So the consensus also takes time. Consensus is nothing but an agreement on that transaction, whether this transaction is valid or not. And each and every node will validate that transaction. Before validating, they cannot add. Without validating, they cannot add into their database. So there was two reasons for this thing to take time. One is network propagation time, and two is consensus time. And usually the consensus time in the Eternity blockchain is I think 3-4 seconds or something. So that is a time. And by the way, if you look at the Bitcoin consensus time, which is around 10 minutes, so that is very high. So some blockchain has that kind of high time. It takes a lot of time in those blockchains, whereas maybe this blockchain is very new, which is why it is taking very less time. But anyway, so when I did that, it now your blockchain transaction actually went into the network, and every node has this transaction recorded into their chain. Now how we will see that? So here you will have a transaction hash. So we'll take this hash and I will expand this. Yeah. So now this is just a dashboard on top of the test network. Okay. So we will see whether the transaction was recorded there or not. So if I search this, actually this dashboard is different than what the dashboard which I have seen. Okay. Let me come here. Let me see if there is some good dashboard. Test network. Let's try this one. Yeah. So if I search here, okay. So let's verify our details. Okay. So this was the transaction which happened. And if you look at the public key, so AK underscore KBCA, right? AK underscore KBCA was the recipient, and the sender was AK underscore MC or something, right? Which I think this guy, AK underscore MC. So this transaction was recorded. Now you can see the transaction was recorded and the amount which was sent. So all of the information which happened, even the signature, okay, everything is there and now recorded on the blockchain. And by the way, you just might have noticed that I have used two different applications like this is one application which is hosted on one of the node, and similarly the previous application which I shown you, that was also hosted on some other node. Because the UI was not good, I used this one. But what did you notice in both of these? Like the data was actually synced. If I would have searched for this transaction in that application as well, it would have given me the same result. Which means what I'm trying to say is like that the data was synced across the network and it is recorded. Now nobody can go and change this, and nobody can say that okay, nobody can change anything with respect to this particular transaction. Let's check the balances of these two guys. Remember, the wallet is not a software to to have that balance, right? So even for balance, you can go and check the blockchain. So let's search for this guy. So look at this. She sent she had 500 1880, right? And she sent I think 1000 ATOs. So and some of the ATOs she had spent for transaction fee. So now she's left with 4.9 or something. Now if you go and search for her transaction, like the other guy, the recipient, this guy will have 100 ATOs, right? So now he can spend this money for something. uh, this was simple, right? Like this is just sending money from one guy to another, and it is that simple. You don't need any kind of in between onboarding banking process or anything to send money. And these currencies will have these currencies actually has a real world values also. So if you look at the main network, their main network, we can go and even take a look on the main network also, because everything is public and visible. So if we go on the main network, let's say we go here, and there are people who are investing. Even I have invested some of the cryptocurrency. So so yeah, so this is the main network, and look at this. This is the block numbers. So the block keeps on adding, right? So earlier the block was 13, 14, 15, 16, and that's how the block keeps on adding. And every block will have a lot of transactions. So for example, this block number which ends with 13 has 33 transactions. Then this block has 71 transactions. Similarly, this then there will be a block which can have no transaction, because at that point of time nobody would have transacted anything.